Hey, I am Danae Rudy of Rudy Horsemanship, and I teach some online classes, and my kids were asking about Liberty work. And I have this little guy to work with right now, and he's not always the easiest to catch. So, combining those two things, and we're going to talk a little bit about getting your horse to come hither. So here I am standing on this side. I'm just saying, hey, I'm allowed back here. I'm allowed to pet ya. And if you see, I've been doing this for a little bit with him. So he's already thinking about spinning around to face me, which is the idea, but I don't want him doing it without me. So right now I'm just petting on him, and then I slap my thigh, I yield his hindquarter, and then I turn him back up so that he is invited into my space. So I'm starting this work with the lead rope. And the idea is to just conditioning, right? I'm going to slap my thigh, send the hindquarter, draw him to me. Slap my thigh, send his hindquarter, draw him to me. And I do that over and over again until I don't need the lead rope to draw him to me. And this is kind of a big deal for him because initially, if he'd make any kind of commotion, he took it as a threat. So this is really good for him that I can create a little commotion, a little pressure, like slapping my thigh, and that he's learning that that means, hey, come on over here and get some scratches. For him, I do a lot of walking away from him because he was a little more comfortable walking than what he was standing. So the idea is that I want it to be a reward. So for him, since he found it to be more rewarding to go for a walk, we'd go for a walk. If I have a lazier horse who doesn't really want to move a whole lot, or it's a little bit of a pain to keep them walking, those ones I would slap my thigh, get them to come to me, and then just rub on them, like right there, and not do a whole lot of walking away. Some horses I will use treats. This little guy would not be a terrible candidate for treats because he is a little bit hesitant on humans, and he's really not food motivated at all. But you have to make sure that you know how to give a treat without turning your horse into a mooch. So if I do use a treat, I always hold the treat on the opposite side of the horse's head. So like if I'm standing on the horse's left, I'll reach my hand around to the right and give him the treat on that side. But so for here, when he gets a little sticky, like he wanted to get distracted by the poop and go sniff it, I just changed my direction a little bit, slapped my thigh, and kind of brought his attention back to me. So here, this is obviously after I've been working on it a little bit. This is not our first 10 minutes of this, but I really started off just using my lead rope to where I'd slap my thigh towards his hindquarters. The first thing I want is that hindquarter to move away, and then that would draw him to me. So here at the very end, I'm just going to rub on him, say, hey, I'm allowed back here, and that's it. That's all we do.